we built the store based on brands that we like personally, and then it just kind of built up with that.
You're spending money with Jonathan. He always get me, man.
Gonna?
Yeah. Came out here, got the drip, you know what I'm saying, loaded down. No cap.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm visiting Patron of the New, an upscale designer clothing store situated in Tribeca, New York that has become a hotspot for some of the world's biggest stars. I'm about to sit down for a casual chat with the co-founder and buyer Jonathan Pak to find out a bit more about him and his business.
Okay, well, I mean, it just really depends on the month, low-key, but I mean, I do all the buying for Patron of the New, obviously. Basically, especially the last few months, we've been doing a lot of events, pop-ups, exclusives, etc. So I've been just working with a lot of brands and we carry on special things, special projects. Like throughout the day also, I deal with all my clients, orders clients, mixture of style, going to do styling for some of my VIPs. So really, yeah, it just depends on the day, the month.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've always been into fashion since I was 17 years old. So I got into fashion because of Dior from Eddie Slimane. I was also like a skater kid back in the day, so I was like into just the skate culture.
Right.
But yeah, and then it just got into Dior, got into Rick Owens, number 9. Then it just went from there. When we first started, I picked up a lot of brands that I personally liked that were kind of smaller brands. It was kind of the time period when not many people knew about Amiri, for instance, or Enfant Riche de Premier, or even Off-White. We were one of the first stores to carry Off-White. So it kind of, and we built the store based on brands that we like personally, and then it just kind of built up with that in a way. Because I was always a kid also into obscure brands when I was younger, into Undercover, number 9, some of these cool Japanese brands.
Yeah.
And then turns out it's cool nowadays. All these brands from New York or LA, they're making some fire stuff right now. And it's even all internationally, they're selling to all stores around the world now.
We're generally quite successful.
We've been pretty successful. I mean, at least for the last few years. Yeah. Every brand that we've been bringing in, we've been still doing business with, and if anything, the collection is just getting bigger and we're growing with the brands too. Yeah. Just like how our store is. For us, we think of it like I'm even friends with a lot of the designers that we carry. So a lot of the brands that we carry, I'm friends with personal friends with a lot of these designers, and it's cool because it's more of a family thing in a way. We're kind of just growing together, and their collections, they're obviously killing it now too. So it's just for us it's good because we see them be successful while we're being successful, and it just goes from there. Well, it's different for everyone. Yeah. I mean, for instance, you're mentioning A Boogie. A Boogie's now I'm he's a close friend of mine. It's crazy because I knew him actually when he first started making his music. So it's been it's been over 3 years ago. Yeah. And I met him through one of our first clients. One of our first clients that ever shopped at Patron of the New. He brought A Boogie and he was like, you gotta listen to my new artist. I'm telling you, he's gonna blow up. And then I actually I took a listen to his music. And I was like, shit's actually it's fire. And then I started styling him, introduced him to a lot of brands he never heard of. It's kind of our relationship just grew from there. Now, if he needs something a styling, I'll gladly go help him. And he's even done stuff for us. He came and performed for our Dior party. So it's cool. Now that's the dope thing about this store is we've become close with a lot of our clients too. And it's a fun experience in a way.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then I suppose once you kind of develop that relationship, it opens doors to even more
and then it's word of mouth.
Exactly.
Boogie will bring some of his artist friends in, and it just grows from there. We have a lot of athlete clientele, and just it builds upon one player coming in from a team and then him telling his teammates, just like, and it just grows from there. And like even like Future found out about us from one of his creative directors. She found out about the store through Instagram actually, and then she hit me up, and then me and Future like met, like this was like maybe a little over 2 years ago, and then ever since he's been like shopping with us like every few weeks. Yeah. So. Oh, the main goal?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really like have a. Obviously, we have goals, but like, we're just like we take it day by day.
Yeah.
We want to. Obviously, we're doing a lot more pop-ups now, a lot more events. We're carrying more exclusive collections now. Just like for us, we like to do it organically. We're just like. People always ask us if we're going to start our own line or if we're going to open up more stores, but I can't, like, we don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
If something like the right situation, the right timing, and if we feel it, it's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I love it too, because it's like there's so many opportunities out there, but for us, like if it doesn't feel right initially, we're not going to do it. I mean, you just gotta. I mean, for me, like I've always been into fashion.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like. If you're really, you gotta stick to what, like for instance, I think the problem with it, like today is a lot of people don't want it, if they think it's cool but no one else is rocking it, they're not gonna do it. Fashion's kind of becoming like, maybe it's like you gotta go with your instinct. If you think like if you see a cool brand that's like no one even knows about, and you personally like feel comfortable and you love the look or whatever, you gotta rock it.
Yeah.
But like the problem is I think a lot of people just go by what they see through social media or through like whatever, like people like just in general.
Yeah.
But I mean, like if you're like want to get in the industry, I think you just gotta do your thing at the end of the day.
Okay.
Like for us, I had no fashion background before we started the store. Even my mother had no fashion background. She was in interior design. She was an artist. But like obviously it's like creative stuff. But like you don't necessarily have to go to fashion school or do the so-called whatever. You gotta start somewhere, and you gotta just do what you love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, that sums up all the questions. So I appreciate you once again for coming through.
of course.
And yeah, all the best for the future.
Oh, thank you.